Hi guys, welcome back. I'm going to be sharing my makeup travel essentials today. It's been a while since I've filmed one. I think the last time I filmed this was like 3 years ago. So I wanted to do an updated travel essentials video because it's been so long and I have obviously graduated to some new products. So I figured I would share them with you guys. So if you want to see what travel essentials I take with me when I travel, please keep watching. First of all, let's get into what I like to take with me. We're going to start with the basics. So we're going to start with the face first because it's all makeup. We're not getting into skincare and hair products and all that because this video will be so long. So we're just strictly sticking to makeup today. Alright, so the number one thing I always have to bring with me on vacation, no matter where I go, is foundation. Whether it be a powder foundation or a liquid foundation, I always take into consideration where I'm going. I always look up the weather because that's going to determine what makeup you need to bring. So always kind of pay attention to the weather where you're going. I'm sure you do that when you are deciding what to wear, but also keep in mind that you need to pay attention to that when it comes to makeup. My skin reacts based on the weather, basically. So for me, I have to be proactive and always make sure that I carry products that I know are going to last me all day, depending on the climate of where I'm going. So if you're on a budget and you don't want to spend a ton of money on products, I highly recommend the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. I think this is like 10 bucks, maybe 11. I get it from Walgreens. I get it from Walmart as well. Those are the two places that I frequently see this the most, and I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite, inexpensive, affordable foundations. It's a drugstore foundation and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. It lasts all day. When I go to Miami, I actually bring this because it really does last through that hot weather when I'm there. So I always have to carry it. If you're looking for one that's a little bit more expensive, I highly recommend the Fenty Beauty foundation. These are both matte foundations. I tend to gravitate towards matte foundations because my skin is combination skin, so it's oily in the summer and hot weather or whatever the climate is when it's warm, and then in the winter it's sort of dry, so I can always kind of go in with a moisturizer underneath and throw the foundation on top, and it works out perfectly. So that's something you want to keep in mind. Depending on your skin type, you want to base what you're taking with you based on your skin type as far as foundation goes. So I'm going to open up my makeup bag because I wanted this to be like realistic. This is actually the makeup bag that I take with me when I travel. I literally filled it with everything that I take. Actually, I didn't unpack it. I recently came back from Florida last week and I left all my makeup in there. So I've just kind of been digging in and out. You know what I mean? When I want to do my makeup. One tip I have for you guys that I actually just thought of recently, if you can afford to do it, buy double products. Like if you're someone who travels a lot, I just buy two of the same product, one's for traveling and one's for keeping in the house when I need to do my makeup. I'm also someone who tends to lose things sometimes, so I always try and buy multiple items, especially if they're on sale or if it's just a really good product. You want to rack up in the product, in my personal opinion. You want to buy more than one. Alright, so let's get into this. So I always take my Sacha Cosmetics with me, which fits in this bag. This is a cargo cosmetics bag. They sent it with their products and I just use it because I love it. So Sacha Cosmetics, this is their Buttercup setting powder. I love it, especially for my skin tone. It just looks so pretty. I'm actually wearing it right now. I don't have duplicates of these. I think they were like, I want to say these are $20 or 10 bucks. I think they might be 20. I think these might be like $20 or $25. Either way, I just take this with me because it does fit in a travel bag. It's not real big, so I take it with me to both places. Next, I'm going to talk about my concealers. I always take the LA Girl Pro concealers. These are like $2 to $3. All those little small local beauty supply stores, they carry these, most of them. So these are really easy to find if you need them like right away instead of ordering them, or you can order them off the LA Girl Pro or LA Girl Cosmetics website, I believe. I just pick them up at the beauty supply store and they work for me. We're gonna get into we'll do lips, right? So when I travel, I always take with me a pink lip, a nude lip, and a red lip. I tend to wear like colorful clothing. Sometimes I have on stuff like this mauve color, and then I'll just need like more of a nude lip. So I take these with me. I have another one in here. These are my NYX Powder Puff Lippies. The reason why I'm showing these is because they come in all colors, like so many different colors. I literally have the entire line. NYX did send it to me, but I do wear them. I'm obsessed. I'm actually wearing, which one is this? I'm wearing Squad Goals right now. Obsessed with it. So I take Squad Girls Teenage Dream, and I also take Best Buds with me. I know them by color, not by name. Sorry, guys. So these are three that go with me everywhere. Like in my pocketbook, in my travel bag, I make sure I have these three colors because they go with everything. The red color is always with me. I always take a red lip just in case I want to do something sexy, I want to feel bold, or I just want my lips to stand out more than my makeup. I always take a red lip with me. Red is a iffy color. Everybody does not like a red. Everybody does not wear a red. So I understand if you're like, girl, I'm not taking red lipstick. I totally get it. But if you are someone who loves a nice bold color, this is a good color. This is Flames, and it is by Fenty Beauty. I will link them down below. They are a black-owned business, so I always try and support. So I make sure this goes with me everywhere because honestly, guys, it's a really, really good lip. The next thing I'm going to show you guys are liners, whether they be eyeliners or lip liners. These are super important. I take the Jordana lip liners and eyeliners with me everywhere. These are $2.99 or $1.99 at Walgreens. So affordable. Like beyond affordable, and they're so good. I've been using these for years and I'm obsessed with them. Honestly, like they're like my favorite lip liners. I use them for my brows, I use them for my lips. Coffee Bean I use in my brows, which you saw on a recent tutorial, and Coco Loco is a lip liner. It blends with every color. Like it blends with my red, my browns, my whatevers. It blends with all of my lip colors, so I use this because of my skin tone. It just blends really nicely and gives my lips like a nice pop, if that makes sense. I also have Tawny. Tawny is a really good nude. If you have more of a pink natural lip, Tawny is a good color for you, especially if you're of a lighter skin tone. You're gonna love Tawny. So this one I've had for years. It did have a lid on it, but I lost it. It has a little sponge tip here to blend in your eyeliner underneath or your brows, whatever you use it for. This is black, so we're not using it on our brows. We're using it underneath the eye. So yeah, this is black. What color does it say on here? It might be faded away because I've had it for so long. It's time for a new one. It doesn't even say, but it's a black liner, guys. Always take a black liner. It doesn't matter who it's by. Honestly, if you can find a good black liner, take one if you use black eyeliner. I always take one with me. I take a brown lip liner and eyebrow pencil, stuff like that. For liquid liner, these are my two tried and true fave. So this is Rihanna's Fenty Beauty liquid eyeliner. I'm obsessed with it. It's so pretty. It has a black like pen tip. It's very pointy, but the sponge on it is really soft, so it goes on so easy. It literally goes on like butter. My only complaint with it is that it's not waterproof, and I would prefer a waterproof liner just because my eyes tear up sometimes due to allergies and stuff, so it'll like wipe off. So that's my only downside to this. So to fix that, I go over it with the Stila Cosmetics Liquid liner. I love this one, you guys. It's so good. It also has that felt tip pointy pen or whatever, but the problem with this one is that it's hard. This one is soft and this one is a harder tip, so I always kind of go in with this one first, like just draw what I want, and then I fill in with this because it's just a little too hard for my eyes. It makes my eyes water a little bit, but it's a long wear. It's a waterproof one, so it stays all day. So I use these two, are my tried and true liquid liners. I love these. So if you're looking for well, I wouldn't say they're affordable because they're liquid eyeliners and they're like $20-something each. They are a little bit more on the expensive side. If you want like a drugstore one, a good one I used to use is like the Maybelline one or Milani. Milani has a really good liquid eyeliner. I might still have one up there. I'm not sure. I haven't used it in so long, but that was one of my favorites before I discovered the Rihanna one. Now I'm hooked and I'll probably never go back. So for mascara, I just used the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. I'm obsessed with this. I actually did not put any on my lashes, so let me do that now. I didn't blend these babies in. This is really good for blending in your real lashes with falsies because my real lashes always get like eyeshadow and stuff on them when I'm doing my eyes. This is just a really thin like tip, like brush. So I like this because it can get underneath the eye. Like when I want to make my lower lash line stand out, I use this. So this is just a really good liquid, not liquid, it's a really good mascara. Really like this. It's another good thing to take with you. And then I have some eyelash glue here that is super important, because if you wear false lashes like myself, you're going to want to have some sort of lash adhesive with you. So I use this. This is by Kiss Cosmetics. It's made with aloe, and it's the black one. It's hypoallergenic, so it does not make my eyes itch or water, so I love it. I will say that you do kind of have to let it sit out for a sec once you put it on the lash to get tacky. That's one of my tips with lashes. Put this on there, let it dry just a teensy bit, not too long, because then you won't be able to stick. You just want to get it sticky. When you first put this on a lash or any eyelash glue, is gonna move around a little, so you want it to get tacky. So the next thing I want to show you guys are my faux mink lashes. These are by what is this brand? It doesn't really, oh, BU Fashion. So BU Fashion makes eyelashes apparently. So these are just in the beauty supply store. I've never seen these anywhere else but my local beauty supply store. If you're into mink lashes but you don't want to spend a ton of money on lashes, these are perfect. Literally $2. I don't know if you guys can see that, but these are literally $2.99, and they're so good. They're so full. They're just very full, nice lashes. I'm actually wearing some right now. I'm not wearing this specific like model. Am I? You know, I don't even know. I might be wearing these. This one is the 3D10. Is this 3D10? 3D16. I'm wearing 3D10s. These are 3D16s. These are beautiful as well. They have such a great selection that you will not be disappointed if you're into like that full lash look. They even have like subtle ones. So that's a great brand. Now we're going to get into palettes. Palettes are super important. They're the most important thing to me because they pretty much create your look. So the first palette I want to show you guys is this Morphe palette. This palette is super important because it is a neutral palette, and if you are someone who does not wear a ton of makeup but you still want to have like eyeshadow with you or a nude look or something like that, this is a great palette for that, because all of the colors in it are super neutral, and it's a small handheld palette. It's not huge. You can stick it in your little makeup bag. This will fit in that cargo cosmetics bag, and all of the colors are super nude. So no matter what your skin tone, you could rock all of these colors. Like, well, not all of them, but you know what I mean. Like a nude, always take with you a nude palette. A nude eyeshadow palette is a must, a key to any eyeshadow look that you're trying to do when you're traveling. Just make sure you have one. Also, you guys, I like to take a blush palette with me. This one is Boom Berry. I like to take one that goes with my skin tone the most. If I know that I'm bringing like nude looks, I always bring like a pinkish color with me, just to kind of beef up my cheeks a little bit. You don't have to bring blush. This is just something I like to take. It's super sleek, small. You can take it in your travel bag. It is by Karity Beauty, and they send me a lot of products, but I love their blush palettes. They sent me literally their entire line of blush palettes, and whatever look I'm feeling like I'm gonna bring, you know, that time around, I take one of these. Let's support my girl. It's my Raye. Congratulations on the baby. I wanted to include this palette because I literally do travel with it. It's one of my favorite palettes. I take it everywhere I go because it has everything you are going to need when it comes to makeup in it. So unfortunately, one of my, I think it was a highlighter fell out of this, but that's okay. So look. How do I show this to you guys? So it has all of these colors in it. It literally has neutral colors. It has a pop of color in here if you're looking to spice it up a little bit. It has some shimmery colors, as you can see, for eyeshadows. And then we get into contour color. So it has the dark contour color. It has like a tan, like nude color, and then it has like a really bright color. And then up here are highlighters. So if you need something that literally is everything in one, this is a perfect palette for that. Another great palette like that is the Carly Bible palette because it has everything in it as well. I used to take that everywhere, but it's a little big, so it doesn't always fit in everything. So once I discovered the It's My Raye palette, I started taking this. This is also by BH Cosmetics, which is a super affordable brand. I think this palette cost me like 11 bucks. It was super affordable. So this is something you might want to look into. You want to make sure you bring a mirror with you, like a small mirror or some sort of compact with a mirror, so that you don't have like a ton of big products with you, and you don't want to bring a big mirror, you know. So a little small mirror is good to take you with you too as you travel. So obviously all this stuff is not going to go in your carry-on because it's probably too big, but you can take it in your suitcase. Real quick, because this video is already 20 minutes long, I'm gonna have to edit it down. Let's get into brushes. I'm gonna just knock this out real fast for you guys. So number one, you want to bring some sort of like sponge blending brush. I use this to just fill in my brows. I'll take the pencil, fill it in, and then I just lightly smooth everything out. So that's what this brush is for. I always take one of these, or you could do like I showed you earlier with this, like this pencil liner has one of these on the end. It literally has the same little tip. So if you don't want to take a full brush, just bring your liner that has it and you could do the same thing. Super easy. Next, I always make sure I bring one of these little pointy brushes. This is great for your inner corner and just putting some shadow underneath your waterline and your corner, stuff like that. That's what this is great for. I always bring some sort of tweezer because I'm a hairy person. No need to explain that. Next, I bring a blending brush. So I have a blending brush here, and then I have a crease brush. This is just for my crease. I always take these two with me. I always bring a contour brush. This is to contour my face, so you want to always make sure you have some sort of contouring brush. This is a smaller one. I have a big one. You don't have to bring a huge one. This is a small one. So, and then I also have this brush. Now this is no name on it. It was just like one of those no name brush brands I bought from. It does work as a contour brush. Sometimes I use it to just pat in my concealer. Whatever I feel like doing that day is what I use it for. Obviously I clean it first, but it can work as either one. It's a dual brush. I'm pretty sure it's probably meant for contouring, but it works great to sort of blend out any sort of concealer you have here. So if you want to do that, you can do that as well. And then I have an all over the face brush. This is just to blend everything out and pull everything together. You can bring this as well. They have smaller versions of this, so you don't have to bring a big one. All of this stuff, believe it or not, fits in my cargo cosmetics bag. Crazy, right? Then I bring a shadow brush. So this is just to pat eyeshadow onto my lid. I make sure I always have this at all times. Then I have the Sigma High Cheekbone Highlighter Brush. These two are highlighter brushes. This one is like a bigger one if you're more into like a bold highlight, and this one is just like a subtle highlight. I tend to use this one like on my nose, my upper lip, and then this one I just use on my cheekbone. So, oh wait, that's not it. My beauty blender. I always make sure I bring my beauty blender everywhere I go when I travel. I have to have a travel one. So obviously this is a new one I bought for traveling. I have like 2 or 3 up there that I use in the house, but I always try and take one with me for traveling. And I love it. I love beauty blender. I'm sorry, I have so many different kinds of sponges and still nothing compares to my beauty blender. Obsessed with it. Alright guys, that's it for my travel essentials. If you guys have any questions, just make sure you hit me up. I will be sure to answer them. I plan to do a like skincare and hair travels video if you guys want to see something like that. I just didn't want to include it in this video because I knew this video was going to be long. So yeah, thanks for watching. I love you guys so much. Stay tuned for more videos and just more stuff. Alright guys, I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye!